The year is 3031 again. Let's have 5 more minutes from that future. Hello and welcome to Future 5 with me, your host and Prime Minister, John M. Bird. This week the government has reduced the amount of things we don't want you thinking about to 3 per week. So without further ado, here are the 3 things we don't want you thinking about this week. Education, the sun exploding, and pork sausages. Now, last week we asked you not to think about cushion covers, and since then we've had this email from Mrs. Baxter in Yorkshire. She asks, did that include pillowcases? Well, the answer is no, it didn't. So if you did have a think about pillowcases last week, then that's fine by us. Okay, it's now time to have a very important message from our spiritual leader, Card Heart.
Hello, welcome to this moment. I want to talk to you about hunger. When I make you hungry, you'll become closer to the Almighty. If I was to enter your house half an hour before you got home from work, and if I ate your chicken casserole so there was none left for you, then you would be closer to the Almighty.
Hello, would you like to pay money just for breathing? Well, it may sound like a strange idea, but how else do you fully appreciate something we all take for granted? Our gold service allows you 500 free breaths per day, or upgrade to our platinum tariff, which allows you unlimited peak time breathing. Enjoy!
If the next day I arrange for your bedside alarm to be broken, and if you had to skip breakfast to get to work on time, and if on the train to work there were 2 bald men eating bacon sandwiches, and the smell was making you terribly, terribly hungry. And then, if when you got to your lunch hour and you opened the foil-wrapped pack-up lunch that your wife had given you and found that she had got confused and wrapped up her makeup bag by mistake, then you would be closer to the Almighty.
Hello, just me, Bulag5, just with a quick reminder that I am on schedule to invade the Earth later this year in April. Now, there is still a way for you to lessen the bloodshed, and that is by signing the document of unconditional surrender. I've passed it to you world leaders, and I've asked them to sign it and pass it on, and I'd ask you to do the same thing, because you all do need to sign it, so that I can lessen the bloodshed for you. Now, something to remember about the document is that it's not on headed paper, because I ran out and my printer wasn't working. So it is a handwritten document, but it is, my uncle had a look at it and he said it's fine, so it is still very important. Don't treat it as junk mail, do sign it and do pass it on, because if there's any delay then it will be catastrophic for the planet Earth. So please do get that back to me as soon as possible. Alright, see you in April.
If I arrange for you to be locked in your bathroom, and every day at around lunchtime 2 men came to stand outside your bathroom window, and if they were bald and eating bacon sandwiches and making you terribly, terribly hungry, and then if when your wife finally found you before carrying your weakened body downstairs to the dining room for an evening meal, she decided to do her makeup, and if she was being very slow and couldn't find the right colour lipstick, and then when you finally got to the dining room, if I had already got there half an hour before you and I had eaten your chicken casserole, and then if I gave you a nippy nip nip, well, that wouldn't be very nice for you. Not very nice at all.
Robot hand, which direction will you go? Is it north or south or east or west? And does your robot body know? Will you end up going west? Is that the way that might be best? Will you end up going east? way that you'll go forth? Will you end up going south? Will you speak your choice from your robot mouth? Robot mouth. And that's all we've got time for on the show this week. Join us again soon for another episode of Future 5. I've been John M. Bird. Goodbye. And robot mouth.